Charlotte. This is Joe Coronado, also known as Chancla Academy, and you are watching the San Antonio Nerd Coalition. And his jeans are torn because he's fat. They're themselves. And it sucks. It sucks. I've dealt with that. A lot of other people have dealt with it. And but sometimes you just got to kind of just get through it, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of the people here, they're chismosos by nature. They just care about drama. You know, oh, what happened? That's it. And those are the people that I look at, and I love them just as much as anybody else. But I look at those people and I say, those are the people that have just settled with their lives and they're miserable, right? And then you have people that are from the city that just love the arts, love creativity, love all that stuff. I used to be big on don't gentrify my neighborhood, but I see why it's happening. You know, yeah, okay, housing prices, all that stuff, but from a culture perspective, from growing as a city to, you know, getting new things here, we need to make those changes. We can't be stuck in our ways. I know people shit on Project Marvel, and I know it's going to cost a lot of money, but if I was the city and we had to put up some of that taxpayer money, I'd be like, let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
Because this is going to not only change everything, it's going to create more jobs, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. But because we're like, nah.
But if you notice people base it off not being a sports fan, well, if you don't support it, you're not a real sports fan.
Yeah. I'm like, that has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
You're going to create more jobs. You're going to create more opportunities. And I get it. It's an expensive thing, you know, whatever. But at the same time, it's like, what do you have to lose? And then y'all are going to get mad. Y'all get mad. They're the same people that are complaining. The same people right now that are complaining about Project Marvel are the same people that will complain, well, why did Taylor Swift skip over San Antonio?
Yep, exactly.
It's like, bro, of course she would, you know?
Yeah. I want people to see this city the way I've grown to see it, the way I've grown to love it and see the specialness about it. And if we don't grow like that, then people, you know, that I want big cons to come here. I want big cons to grow. I want big music festivals to come here. I want big, you know, I want big, like the South by South, you know, the big, you know, all that kind of stuff. Movie festivals. I want all that for San Antonio because it is a good city to do all that stuff.
Yeah, man. When I did Rockfest the first time around.
Yes, I want to get on that and talk about your couple of your events. One being Rockfest.
Yeah, I did Rockfest 2 years ago, and it was great and all. But you had people that wanted to sabotage that because they saw how big it was, and they wanted credit, and they wanted money, and they wanted all these things, and you know the only thing they could do is shit on you. And then you go through that, and funny story. I don't give a fuck if I talk about this guy. This guy can go fuck himself.
No worry.
No,
we'll leave it in here.
Leave it in. Who cares? What is he gonna do? He's a fucking cokehead. Yeah, I was working with this guy, and he, I guess everybody underestimated how big this thing was gonna be, and it was big. A lot of people came based on my name, everything, and then it was successful. And because I didn't shout him out on stage, because I felt like he didn't deserve it, because he almost screwed me over completely. I almost lost the main band. I said, you know what? Thanks to all the bands who showed up, and thanks to all of the vendors that showed up, and to the people. I think the people in the community for showing up. I didn't say thanks to me. None of that stuff. Well, I mean, they all got all butthurt about it, and they started talking shit about me, and I went through whatever I had to go through to deal with that bullshit or whatever. But people were like, oh, you know, we don't have anything nice. I was like, this is why you don't have anything nice, because you have people that want to sabotage anything and everything if they don't get the credit for it. This guy had the nerve to go, yeah, we're going to do this big old festival called Chingon Fest or whatever, right? Dude, 40 people showed up to that event. They were charging people in the beginning. Then they stopped charging people. It was so hot. Vendors left. Like, it was insane. That was karma.
That is crazy.
This guy told everybody that he was the reason why my festival was successful. And we're like, okay. Show everybody. And then you had a very emo festival, which I think is a great fest. It's great. They're bringing old school, you know, bands and stuff. But it was for the local bands in the beginning. But from what I saw, I think only 4 or 5 local bands got to play this year around.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, what happened to it being local? Now you guys are being pushed out. Nobody gives a fuck about you again. I've had people reach out to me and be like, you know, those local festivals used to really do good for us. I was like, I'm not gonna do it anymore because you bit the hand that was feeding you. and you fucked it up because you're a bunch of chismosos and you can't think for yourselves. So I don't know. Maybe I will bring it back just for fun, and not do locals.
We'll be there.
They're all Austin locals.
Bring all the the Austin ones. That'll be even worse. It'd be a dig right there. Now I saw one that I've been wanting to go to the past couple of years, and I'm gonna make it. You have your what is it? Is it the Torta Fest or is it the Sushi? I think you're second or third.
I was supposed to do Sushi Fest.
Yeah, it's Sushi Fest. I'm like, oh, I need to go to this and find my next ex Miss Tenuyuki.
Well, unfortunately, it's not going to happen just because there's a lot of red tape for that event. So
I'm moving to a new spot. We're gonna do it in my house. Shit, put a tent out.
Only 5 tortas at a time.
Yeah.
But I'm doing a new event called Noche de Sombras, and you think you've been to a lot of the Halloween events here, right?
Yeah.
It's the same shit, right? Celebrities, vendors with tumblers to fill the fucking, and every once in a while, a haunted house. What I'm about to do is going to be so different and so unique. I'm gonna blow these motherfuckers out the water.
We never definitely. You let us. We'll be there. Shit, we want to definitely see
This
that.
is gonna be an event that nobody's ever experienced, at least from a storytelling perspective. This is gonna be this whole show, this whole night, is one big episode that everybody's gonna experience all at once, and they're a part of it. And every year, you get a new episode. So episode 1 will be in 2026. Episode 2 will be in 2027, and so on. And
That's
so on,
cool,
and so
dude. That is awesome.
Yeah, and so I'm really excited about it. I've already written out the entire story for the next 5 years. Not that hard to do. And
if you got an extra for a little gordito, you know, I'm willing to be in their spot.
We do. Attack of the Abondigas.
It'll work, dude. Anywhere I can. Hey, what's up, girl? Hey, I'll just.
We'll just tell guys to hit on you from the back, and then you turn around and be like, "It's a dude."
You know, it's workable. I'm willing. You know. Dude, but see, that's the thing. Like you're doing stuff to bring people. It's for the community. You know, you're not like trying to get the fuck out of here.
Bro, can I steal your tortilla?
Hell yeah. I don't need a ton of them. You know, so.
This is the only.
Dude, I have that Manjaro. Don't make you eat for shit. Like, not at least my diet. I'm pre-diabetic levels now, but they're like, you need to watch it. But as soon as I stop drinking, like my thing is like jelly beans, because I guess alcohol it's made from sugar, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, it's better than going back to liquor. Dude, I was putting 3 pints away plus 3.99 shots a day, and my friends couldn't tell if I was drunk or not. Like, bro, if we would have had the beer fest anytime, my friends are like, "Oh, he's gonna run anchor for us," and I'd be happy. But I always sad. I'm like, "Oh,
it's crazy." I started a few months back. Well, it's been like a year, almost a year, not even a year. So I know you heard about me getting chronic kidney disease. Well, I started drinking Red Bulls as a substitute for alcohol because I had stopped drinking. I had been sober for a long time, and I had been getting this urge to drink again. And so I started drinking. For 3 months, I was drinking Red Bulls. I was drinking at least 1 a day, 2 a day. And that's how I got chronic kidney disease, because of fucking Red Bull.
I got some people here that even close friends, when I stopped drinking, they were like,
"But you're gonna die." I'm just letting you know you're.
With what I do for work.
Grab a couple of names.
What I do for work, I need to stay away.
A couple of my friends were like, you can.
You cocaine, bro. You have a better chance. Of fucking,
bro,
you got a better chance of living with that shit.
A couple of my friends, I had to kind of not much anymore because they're like, you can as long as you keep it in check and everything, you can drink with us. I'm like, no, like, you know, sometimes you got to do stuff for yourself to make sure you get, you know, get a handle. I used to party. I was DJing. I grew up DJing. I held a residency. I moved around, so I was used to DJing until 2 a.m. Or then by 3, I'd be at a rave, you know, doing stuff like that. But alcohol was my thing I used for stress, you know, and so it was definitely interesting doing it up. And then I had friends that are just like, they're like, I don't believe that whole stuff about getting sober, but I think it's all in your head. I'm like, well,
yeah, bitch, it's all in your head.
Yeah,
that's why you're drunk.
Shit, and so I'm like that. Well, we
I
can't
used to think that addiction was a thing that you couldn't stop, and In reality, like I'll be honest, I used to do cocaine like a lot. I used to do it because I was bored. I used to do it with my friend, and I thought for a long time I was addicted to it. But I just realized I was bored. I'm like, I'm not addicted to this shit. I'm bored. I don't have anything else better to do to fill my time. So I started finding things to fill my time. I didn't think about cocaine. It was the same thing with alcohol. I drank because I was bored, because I wanted to get the dopamine running through my brain as alcohol makes you feel. So you feel like you're having fun, and sitting at home is fun. And I said, I need to fill my time with more things to do. You find more things to do, you don't even think about alcohol. You don't think about drugs. I don't even, dude. I stopped going to the clubs like when I was 31. I went to a club one time. One time, they were having like this freestyle contest or something that my friend wanted me to record for her. I went in there and I took my young videographer Jared, and I go, look, man, remember I told you to live your dreams? I go, look at all these people. Look at them. He's like, yeah, man, they look like really sad, and they look all drunk and shit. And I was like, yeah, that's what settling down and not living your fucking dreams is. And he just like, whoa, okay. He's like, that puts it in perspective. I was like, just look at them and look at how miserable they are. They got off their jobs, they're coming to drink, they don't got nothing better to do. A lot of them are gonna pass out on their cars, throw up on the way home, get into fights, whatever, because they're miserable.
Oh, you saw me at St. Louis.
I think I just seen what alcohol can do to people, and I've never met. No, I'm good. I've never met. I mean, I've met happy drunks, but I've never met a drunk that didn't always have something dark to go right along with what it was.
Yeah.
So
it's a lot of that pushing down and kind of getting rid. And therapy helps to get rid of that. Do all that kind of stuff and push away.
You never hear anybody say, "I'm drinking because I'm happy today." Maybe, oh, we're celebrating, but you never really hear anybody say, "I'm happy. That's why I'm drinking today." Never.
Okay.
That'd be a first if I did.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Now with Chancla Academy, I noticed you got a new studio.
Yes.
You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah. So we don't have a physical studio yet, but we do have the city of San Antonio, and we pride ourselves on that. I've been fortunate enough to have a lot of resources and connections to be able to shoot certain things that I want to shoot. And if I'm going to be the guy that comes out on top, or at least wants to come out on top of doing this, I'm going to utilize the city as much as possible, as much as I can, and play with it as much as I can. So,
what I was leading on that, what is something that if you could tell like big movie studios or big places, what is something about San Antonio that you would tell them, hey, to make them say, okay, that's a spot they should come down to? What is something that makes San Antonio different?
That there is talent here. There are people that are beyond the San Antonio bubble, as I like to call it. There's a lot of us that are immensely creative and want to make things that we want the whole world to share with the whole world. A lot of people leave San Antonio because that's the only way they can get certain opportunities, and that's the truth. You have to, right now at this moment, you do have to leave. You have to move to California, or not even Texas. I mean, you can move to Austin and have a better chance of a career than living in San Antonio.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part about it. But we have talent here. We can do things. It's just, unfortunately, we have a lot of people that are not willing to educate themselves on what it's like to be not a creative, but like a filmmaker, and really push stuff. Everybody's so snobby about shit. And these are just my experiences.
Yeah.
But we're not all stuck up, creators that I know what I'm doing. There's people like me who want to have fun and make things that have never been made before. We have original ideas, and we're willing to do anything to make those creations a reality. And I'm telling you, I've only met maybe a handful of people like that in this city. There are a dime a dozen, men. Everybody else you meet is either a food influencer, a vlogger, a musician. That's like the most artistic you get in the city. But then you have people out there that are doing like amazing photography, and they do murals and stuff. But as far as the film scene goes, I've met some film people. Everybody's trying to make their Steven Spielberg piece right now.
Yeah.
I pitched a movie, my horror movie, to this one guy one time, and he gave me so much praise about it, and then he said he was going to help me make it, and he fucking ghosted me. But it's because I knew someone like him doesn't have the capacity to think outside the box and make something unique that this city can really thrive on. Do I think that when I make my movie, it's what's gonna make San Antonio? No, but it's a start to get somebody else to say, man, I have a crazy idea just like that.
Yeah.
What can I do to make it? So what our plan is for next year is we're shooting everything on iPhone. We're not having big expensive cameras. We're shooting everything on iPhone, and we're gonna have a film festival. And this film festival is going to encourage kids who just have phones to want to film things, to create.
Dude, that
things,
is cool.
right? So it's like, hey, take your phone. We don't care if it's professional or not. Just take your phone and shoot a short film, and we'll watch it. It's just to get them started to create, right? Because that's what everybody needs. All I wanted was a chance to create and for people to see it, and that's all people need. I was at a film festival one time, and you could tell that this group of kids did this film, and they shot it on their phone. The audio was horrible. The edits were not great, but the idea was that they were willing to take the time to make this film and put it in front of hundreds of people to see, knowing it was bad, not bad on purpose, but it was like, this is what our capabilities are. And instead of everybody going up to these people and saying, hey, if you ever need help, if you ever need, something that we can teach you, instead they were all just talking shit. That's the crab in the bucket mentality.
Yeah, yeah.
Why aren't you helping them? I don't gatekeep anything. I know a lot of creators that will tell you, well, you got to do this and you got to do that, but it's not that's not it. It's tell them the truth about what it takes to make something. And once they figure, dude, I'm telling you, when I talked to Robert Rodriguez,
bro, I was gonna ask about that. Yeah, that
I'm telling you,
Man.
everything I thought I was doing wrong, he validated for me that I was doing right.
Everybody wants to be
to
him,
go
figure out where he
back
started.
to that.
Yeah.
And you like you were saying, not to be the one that does it, but like him, like brought stuff in and just starting out, it just be able to sit with that, that was an awesome event, man. We had tickets to where it was so bad, but we had something going on for family. Dude, how was it just sitting there? And
it was amazing. It was amazing that he called me over to meet Danny Trejo. And
that's another one.
I sat in front of very important people, you know what I mean? It was great. But Robert gave me a lot of advice, and I've taken that advice, and it's like, all right, what am I doing with myself? Why do I want everything to be perfect? That's why now, when you look at creators now or filmmakers now, when they make something, it has to be perfect. It has to be perfect when it comes out. It's like, no, it doesn't. Just fucking make it.
Yeah.
Just make it. And a lot can happen from that. I'm not a filmmaker, but I got Robert Rodriguez's attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look what you're going, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you since I've seen you, you're like then to now,
like the guy that was just calling me. I don't mean the guy that was
No,
calling me. His name is Brian Hart. This guy is a white dude. He's the one helping me write my Abuela horror film right now. He was the lead writer and creative for Mad TV and Kids in the Hall.
That is cool. See, he's talking about small little connections.
It's who you know. At the end of the day, it's do you have it or you don't in terms of what you're trying to do, right? Are you a good storyteller? You don't have to sing. You don't have to be skinny and muscly or whatever. It's whatever you're doing in your profession. It's do you have what it takes? Some people do, some people don't.
Yeah.
Right. And it's how much effort you're putting in. Like right now, part of why I agreed to do your podcast, this and one other one that if it was similar to this are the only two podcasts I have ever been on where I come in, you guys are on time, you started recording, you fed me. I've been to big professional fucking podcast studios. We're not recording for another 2 hours and I got there on time. The podcast doesn't air. It's been months. They tell me, oh, can you come back again? We got to do this, or we're having technical issues or whatever. I would rather come to a podcast like this and film it on a fucking phone with the mic like that than to ever sit in a fucking big studio.
Well, this is high end for us right now because I used to record on my tablet. You see, my son used to hold my tablet, but I had fun doing that. You know?
Because this is creation, man. This is what you're doing. Like, you should be proud that you're even doing this. There are people that don't even have the balls to sit in front of their phone like this. Like, this is what I love. This right here, right? It's like getting to eat and enjoying ourselves and just having a conversation and creating. This is what creation. We're having a good time.
Well, and this is what's worth doing. It was a fan base thing too because I love your stuff. Like I want man gutter water. You know, I wanna like
That's coming.
But DC, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is on my bucket. You're on my bucket list. Like,
Yeah.
I got that.
He dies tomorrow.
He was a nice boy, a big boy.
I thought it was a woman when I walked in.
But you know, see, I am having fun with it. I'm
Whatever,
enjoying.
Joe.
He's at we're at his funeral. You were a lot cooler than he was.
Fuck you. What- but you know,
let's
do
go
you
to Teresita's after after we bury him.
let's go.
Oh, to
Yeah.
honor him? Nah, fuck that shit. We're
I'm
just
hungry.
hungry. No, but I get it. I get it. I get it. Trust me. The way you feel right now, man, is the way I felt when I met Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
I remember being up north and watching his like, cause we were in Minnesota, right? And that's where I met my ex-wife, my kid. But I used to watch up there. I used to watch El Rey religiously because I didn't have, you know, we were from Minnesota. You know, it's like white people everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and so but I got to watch his stuff and they're like, Danny's on because his turnaround story, you know, and then he's dealing big with autism. And I got a lot of family, a lot of, you know, we've talked about it before, you know, that have that and deal with that. And he's very passionate about that. And then I'm a huge Fallout fan. And Danny's in Fallout.
Yeah.
And like, it's just all that combined together. I think him, and then I was telling him, a guy named Sam Witwer is a big guy that I like, because I followed him since Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
And it's just like, but you, big time, my bucket list, you know? Because it's like, dude, you're fun. Like, I was like, is he the same or is he going to be.
Well, it's cool too that you're exactly how people talk about you.
Yeah.
Like, you're very down to earth. You're very open.
And you didn't smell like fritos and hot,
Who the
like,
fuck's talking
hot
about me?
armpit, you know?
Well, you know, like a lot of San Antonio other natives that are growing in TikTok are getting that chip on their shoulder.
Yep.
There's a guy I grew up with that's doing the same thing. I'm like, all right, bro. I remember when you used to sit in the corner and cry, like, you know. But when you talked about your grandmother, you can see that that has become who you are. Very opening, very, you know, welcoming.
Yeah, you have to be. I mean, you need to treat people good all around. Am I perfect as a person? No. Sometimes I can treat people badly, but not because I want to be mean to them. It's probably because they probably hurt me in some way, and I don't know how to tell them to go away. I'm one of those. Sometimes I keep my enemies a little too close. Sometimes
That's why.
but it's one of those things. I grew up just appreciating every little bit of conversation I could ever have with somebody, and like with me, like I said, I was always overlooked, right, all the time, and getting opportunities. Like I was forced into doing stand-up comedy. I didn't want to do it. I'll be honest. I know I'm funny, but it's not standing in front of a bunch of people to tell them jokes is not what I do.
Yeah.
I can sit like this and tell you jokes and have fun with you, but this is what my natural environment of doing that. I enjoy that more because I'm not under pressure to tell you a joke and make you laugh, right? Plus, those people are not going to remember me when I get off the fucking stage. So I was forced into it. And in my 2 months, a lot of people had a huge chip on their shoulder from doing stand-up in 2 months. Gabriel Iglesias, who I got to meet and do a podcast with.
That's a cool one. Wow.
He's like, hey, you want to come and do some time on my show? I don't deserve that time. I mean, to me now, I understand that I do deserve it, but no, he invited me to do time. Like, I'm not a seasoned comic. There's plenty of other comics in that room that he could have had go on that stage, and he gave me an opportunity to do that twice.
That's what I want. I've always
That
tried
is
to get
cool.
them to stand up myself.
That is.
I can do, like you said, I can do this. You put me in a room, I'm like, I don't know. But my friend's like, you're fucking funny.
Yeah.
It's weird even for me too. Like with I got bad anxiety, bad depression, but when I sit behind like this or a DJ booth, those are my masks and my armor. Like I don't. This isn't like doing it in front of people. You see what I'm saying? And like when I was DBD in front of a club full of people, that wasn't. I was in my element, you know. And like I don't know, sometimes people try to push what they can do. I just like I just want to be my authentic self.
Yeah, you are. When you're in the moment of the things that you love to do, I mean, you can be yourself. And you just don't let people pressure you and ever try to do some things that you don't want, or they give you. I hate when people, they have like 10,000 followers or whatever, and they're like, you know, this is what you should do, and this is why you don't get the views. Bitch, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It makes me, and for me, I want everybody to come up together, and I want all of us to show how great the city is. And I feel like
You're never going to come up together, because as that pond rises, there are ducks waiting to drown the other ones. Okay, you're never going to come up together. I will tell you this: I love helping my community. Okay, but I don't help everyone. Okay, sometimes you have to be selfish when you're doing this. Okay, you have to be, because you can help all the people you want, dude. They're gonna leave a bunch of fucking holes in you, and you're gonna have shit left. Okay, because at the end of the day, those people don't care about what you're doing. They only care about where can it get them. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all they give a shit about. Like me, I help people, but rarely. Like my group of people I have now, I had to like 100% for sure know for sure they were gonna be we're partners. They're not working for me. We're all partners.
Yeah.
But you have to be selfish, dude. You have to
Well,
say fuck you. I do this better than you. Fuck you. I got this thing. I got to interview that guy because of me. Because not because you got me here because you reached out to me and you asked me,
thank you,
right?
bro.
Not because you. People are gonna be like, well, you don't have a big following. Well, just because you don't have a big following doesn't mean someone like me can't come and sit and talk with you. All it is just you just gotta ask. You never know. There's a lot of us out there that are not stuck up assholes. Even their big creators are like, well, what is in it for me? What does it matter?
Yes.
What does
Yes.
it matter?
Yes. Yeah.
It's always the ones at the lower level that
Yeah.
are always.
Well,
fucking,
I met a guy from Fallout. He was part of Fallout 76,
Mhm.
and I went and was talking to one of my buddies there first, and he saw I had a Pip Boy on. You know, as I was talking with my son, and he's like,
I have
"Hey,
a
hey."
Pit Boy.
Well, he's like, "Hey, I know this. See, this is part of me." And I was like, "Oh, I was about to come to talk to you," but he didn't know anything about it. And then he was just like, I was like, "Oh, oh," and I was like, I was really into wanting to talk about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Are you? Did you enjoy it?" Well, I just came in and kind of did liners and everything. And sometimes it's true, don't meet your heroes. But that's why I was like, today I've had so much fun.
Right.
Like this has been cool. Like I was like, I hope he's not a dickhead.
Nah.
You know,
I don't. It's a waste of time to be awful to people because you never know. Like, I always believe in good karma. There might be something that comes along your way that I've been looking for, and because of you, I get that opportunity, or whatever the case may be. And same thing with you.
yeah.
You know, there might be something coming up on my end, right? You never know in the future, and it's just like I know the perfect person to fucking interview this guy, or I know the perfect person who can go and enjoy this event, or whatever the case may be, right? And that's how I see it. I always try to give as much as I can. Like there's concerts that I get invited to at Boeing and all that stuff, and I'm like, I don't like Sugar Ray. I get take those tickets and I give them to people who do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you have any local people that you keep your eye on that you really like, comedians or content creators?
No,
No.
I don't watch any of them. I don't.
I mean, that's good.
The reason why I don't is not because I don't think that they're creative or I think better of myself or anything like that. Is that I've learned enough about the city and the creator world that I'm at a different level than they are.
I got you.
Just at a different level.
Yeah.
What they're doing, what they're making is not where I want to be. And sometimes what happens is if you put yourself in the environment like that, then you start to become a part of that environment. So now I only interact and really watch stuff that I feel that's gonna elevate me and push me to do that next
I
thing,
got you.
right? Um, there's a creator here, and they're like, oh my god, I finally got to do this, and I don't do this anymore. I don't do that anymore. And I'm like, that's great for you and all. Like I'm happy for you. You're understanding like where you need to go, but at the same time, they still have very San Antonio mentality where it's like, look at me where I'm at,
Yeah.
whatever. And
I've sorry, I cut you off.
no, you're good.
No, I was telling you, one of the best things I did is because Charlie met with me when I was first starting this out, was in a hotel and everything. It was Nerd Fans in San Antonio. And then when I grew into, he was doing his own thing back around, but putting a bubble between myself and others, he's my bubble now because he'll tell people fuck off. You know,
Yeah,
I
You need
can't do it. Yeah, and I need that because people will. I've noticed, and it hurts. Then it gets in my head. You know that people are always, like I let them live in my head, and I've had to put a bubble. You know,
Yeah.
and so it's helped because other than this, if you see me like out wherever, I'm in my house. You know, I enjoy my kids, play my games. You know, it's different than what people see out here, and it's different. You know,
Yeah.
and it's a learning process and it's
Yeah.
growing, and I always still worry who's gonna fuck me over or who's gonna do this and that. You know, and it's just it wears at me. But I'm glad I got my bubble. You know.
I noticed when
I can fucking hear him breathing. Your bubble has a leak.
It's allergies. It's Darth Vader
Sounds
with
like my
allergies.
pug from when she's sleeping.
You couldn't make him die.
I
Grab
thought,
your
I
inhaler.
thought he was asleep for a second. I turned. I was like, "Oh, he's
My
awake.
boss used to do that.
He's awake, asleep, while his eyes open."
I'm a programmer. My boss was like, JC, you're asleep. I'm actually awake, bro. He's like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm just fat.
And I'm not. I don't want to sit here and devalue how you feel and how these things make you feel. But there's a part of you that you have to fucking say, you know what? If I have the same confidence to do certain things over here or speak like this, I can fucking do for myself. And I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do when the bubble's not around? How are you gonna handle that? So it's always good. Yeah, when it finally leaks, it pops. He's also dead.
Yeah.
You know. But no, what I'm saying is just it's good to have friends like that, but you also gotta depend on yourself to get you to that next thing.
Yeah.
And if you don't, dude, you're gonna fall way behind, and then you're just gonna be too scared to try anything. Robert Rodriguez is a perfect thing, you know. That's gonna be on your fucking tombstone. I waited till it was perfect. I waited until I found my bubble. I waited to no fuck. Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck? You know, who gives a shit? Do what you want to do.
He started with a $7,000 budget. Now he's on fucking Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
crazy.
he shot a concept video for one of the episodes.
I thought I was gonna fucking die in my house in 2020, and then I got to hang out with like some of the coolest fucking people on planet Earth.
Dude,
I get to
sitting there.
message Robert Rodriguez all the fucking time.
Dude, and that stuff y'all were filming, that was like cool. Like you were doing skits with him, you know, you were doing
Yeah.
like that was cool. I was like, how is that place? How's his studio?
It's fucking amazing.
Oh, dude.
It's amazing. You learn, you see a lot, and you learn a lot, and it's.
I like the trejo,
Little
the
baby?
baby. Yeah, bro.
I know. I was like, oh man, I was so excited being there. I didn't think on my feet, and I was like, oh, this is it, machete. This is cuchillo because it's a little, it's a baby. And so I was all like, oh damn, I missed an opportunity. But yeah, no, and I mean,
happy,
and
man.
I'm getting to go out there this Sunday. I'm gonna have lunch with
Yeah.
Robert and fucking have a good time and do a lot of cool
Bro.
stuff. You can do it, man. You can do it. I'm telling you. I will tell you this. The biggest secret is one, God.
Yes.
Two, just put it in the universe, bro. You know, I want to hear a funny story. I was never going to be on the news, ever. But I would tell people every day, oh, yeah, I got this new segment coming out. I just got invited onto Fox News, whatever. I was never going to be on the fucking news. And then I was on the fucking news. Okay? And then after that, like 12 fucking times after that. You know what I mean? But you got to manifest these things. You can manifest them through God, man. Like, he's super powerful. You just, I mean, I know you believe in him. Pray to him. Ask him. Ask him.
Yeah.
I've asked for a lot from him, dude, and he's fucking delivered,
Well,
bro.
And it's gonna sound weird, but you're a shining example of it. Like, it took a lot for me to ask you, hey, would you like to do an interview? Because I see like you got managers and you got this and that, and I'm like, would you do an interview? And I'm waiting for the no. I'm waiting for it's gonna be a couple $100 or this and that. And you, when you said yes, like I was so excited. And then when he started mentioning, should I reach out? I'm like, no, dude, I already talked to him. And he said yes. Like,
I know, I was gonna try to reach out too.
and I'm like, fuck, yes, you know. And for me, period. Like, you're a local, and I'm a fan, you know, first, you know. So, and it's cool that that's been able to happen. And I wanted people to.
You're
see
not a
that.
fan. You're a friend.
Thank you. I like that, bro. I like
Because I cried. I know, trust me.
Pretty
I
bird,
know.
pretty bird.
I haven't felt another woman's breast in a long time until today. So,
Hey, I do what I got need to do. You know, where you need me now. So.
Is that how you get the girls? You tell them, "Oh, I'm a lesbian." I'm taking tea. I'm transitioning.
They're not all thick.
I just got this dick.
It's
Can I
a
fuck
fake
you with
one.
it?
I put it in the microwave. It feels warm because of that. You know.
I have to stand in front of a mirror to see it, but I'm okay.
There it is.
Bro, but it, you know, it took. I wanted it. Like, thank you so